I can give you my Wi-Fi.
I'm good. It's working.
Okay.
It's working. So we are live. This is my evaporator. It's my flue pan I'll be using this year. Dave's been banging on it.
The banging has passed. Now we're into the finessing.
This is a 6-foot flue pan, raised flue,
9-inch flues.
and got the welds on top. And he's got all these ends tacked in. They're actually flush. That's the interesting thing. They're actually flush. I didn't know that. So when he cuts these on the laser, he cuts them to fit inside the flues. And then we got Gary in the other room. Tom's Gary. So we got Gary in the other room. He's cleaning off weld smut with the polishing process. So that must be a float box there. And just cleaning it up shiny. How about that? Everything, these have already been gone through, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, they look good. They look real good. So here's the front and back of my flue pan. That's what they look like. Just a little shiny piece of stainless there. And that one probably touches the partition in the middle. But Dave cuts it on the laser here. Cuts all the stainless. And then this is a 3x10, so this would be a 10 for a 3x10 flue pan. But raised flue. So this is all made in America. And I don't know why I've never seen people making things on YouTube, like making evaporators. But this is also the this is the arch of my evaporator sitting here, and it will be put together. So I have two actually. So I have two 2x8s that Dave's made for me. This is his new CNC press brake, which has gotten a lot of usage. And I'll probably take a walk into the warehouse to show you. You welding on them flues yet?
I'm getting the two awkward ones.
All right, I'm gonna go take a walk in the warehouse and show him the one that's finished.
And the steam tractor.
And the steam tractor.
And the Cummins Bonneville.
Cummins Bonneville. So here's the, those are the front pants. So this is, the two 2x8s. This is one that he made for somebody. That's a big one. And then here's some cross flow pans that he made. But see if I can turn you around. Pretty big place. So this is an industrial warehouse, or it was an industrial toy manufacturer at one point. It's in Girard, Pennsylvania, and the lights are off in here, but you can see there's I don't know, it's probably 200,000 square foot, this building. Hold on. A lot of RV storage and stuff in here. And then back here, one of my flue pans is done. This is Dave's steam tractor. I don't think I have a flashlight on this. That may hurt us. So this is the steam tractor that he took to the parade. Can't really see it, so I'm sorry about that. The good news is we got a little bit of light back here in the corner. This must be the Bissell Bonneville. Bonneville with a diesel in it, I think he said. Cummins. So where is that? Oh, right there. It's already right in front of me. I just didn't see it. There's a cool old factory cart. Probably been in this building a long time. But here we go. So this is one of the 6-foot raised flue pans. So one of these will be available at Shaver Hill. So we'll have one at my place that I'll be using this year, and this one will be available at Shaver Hill. What I'm learning is I could have sold about 8 evaporators already this year. So yeah, I just started with these two, And now I'm getting calls, emails. Hey, we'll get you next year. So if you guys are in the market for an evaporator, just hold off. You know, I don't know how many we'll make next year, but I'm pretty sure that, you know, all of David's time will be booked up because we've got a low profile flash pan, which is very, you know, it's like a steam away, but it's smaller. It's 14 inches. I think that's going to have a lot of demand because a lot of people have short roofs, you know, a short ceiling in their sugar house, and the steam aways, and they're tall, but we have a low profile, you know, efficient flash pan that does the same thing. Doesn't take them as much room, and I'm finding there's a need for that in the market. So that's one thing. But I've just been excited. I have so much footage to make in a video that I haven't for you guys. It's just been a while, and I've been working on this for a while, and I'm like, you know what, let's just go live. Let's show them. I've been kind of piecing, you know, taking footage here probably 5-6 times during this process. So as the videos get made, I probably want to do one that's just of the evaporator all at once. So you can kind of see how the whole thing comes together. But pretty excited. Going back to the farm, back to the beginning. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Let me turn you around. Are you working yet? You banging on things? Or are you working? All right, so now I can't look, but you guys can look. It's not going to burn your eyes through the screen. So you went over that 3 times?
Just for the start of it. This
I
one's
got
the
you.
awkward one.
Those magnets?
Yeah.
So there must be a magnet on the inside.
No, it's just a big bar of steel.
Oh, I got you. So it's like a heat sink?
Heat sink, and it's got channels in it for my back purge.
Gotcha. So over here, Dave's using nitrogen on his purge. He's got this fancy laser that we all see on TV that you can like shoot rust off of metal. Isn't that the same thing?
Same machine.
Same machine. So he is on his best behavior because we're live. And neither one of us has been. Productivity comes down when I show up, is what happens. Because I got questions. I've never seen it. I've never seen anyone else fab any of this stuff up. It just shows up finished. And I'm like, why doesn't anyone show an evaporator being made? And I guess what I've learned from YouTube and this adventure for 3.5 years is a lot of people I know have YouTube channels and they're successful YouTubers, and it's been nice to have them as friends because they can coach you along. But all of these other brands that will work with you, and the maple industry is just so small, like no one has a marketing budget of any significance. Nor do they see the value because it's just, maybe we're all too close to it, right? But other companies outside of maple see the value in what we've done. And I just haven't been able to translate that over into, you know, I invest a lot of money in our YouTube channel. People will be shocked how much it costs to actually have a YouTube channel. When you have somebody helping you edit, the software, the music licensing. I know it's a free service, but if you want it to be effective at all, you got to invest. And I just don't have the time to do all the editing. There's just too much going on. I got 3 kids and every sport known to man. But You got to keep me on track too. If I start a story and get on another one, don't be afraid to tell me, Nate, you got off track. Because I think I did. This is a really meticulous job, and David loves it when I come over and shove the camera in his face for YouTube content. I just make sure there's nothing sharp around him that he could throw at me. I had 8 people, and now I have 1. I had up to 10, and now I have 1.
Like, oh, it's just a flue pan.
Yeah.
Nothing interesting. Nothing to see here.
Probably like, the only one watching is probably like a competitor. Like, let me take notes. I want to see what he says. So these are,
There's the magical back.
that's your purge, back purge. So when they're welding with stainless, they use a purge because if you weld in regular atmosphere, you'll get oxidation from oxygen. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It'll oxidize.
You'll get a carbide precipitation, and the chromium has a lower melting point, so that's the first to leave the scene.
Gotcha.
Especially
That's what
when
I've been
it's
breathing in, I think.
Hexavalent chromium 6, yeah. That's why it smells so good. Yeah, the chromium is the first to leave the scene unless you can back purge it.
I got you. That's what they call creating an atmosphere. So you guys can look. I can't. I gotta.
This material is so thin, the puddle's just as big on the front as it is the back.
I
so
gotcha.
you for sure have to back purge it. Otherwise, it'd be like welding with no shielding gas.
Gotcha. Which I gather that's bad. I'll get you right in there. I'll get you right. That's probably the hardest spot right there, isn't it?
Among the hardest.
And then what gauge is this stainless? This is
20 gauge. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
David.
a lot more robust than some of the other stuff.
Well, yeah. Why is it that you and I like 20 gauge?
Because the difference in
Cost is very little, right?
it's more than 22 gauge because they're selling it by the pound. It's
Gotcha.
just it's easy. It holds its shape better. It does require a higher level of tooling for cutting and forming it.
Gotcha.
I think that's why a lot of times folks are using 22 gauge because it doesn't require near the investment.
It's like a lower. It's easier to bend it.
Yeah, it's a lower tensile strength because it's thinner.
Like that brake you have out there, that press brake. You know, it can handle a higher.
Yeah, that can.
You can
higher.
bend pretty thick stainless with that.
Yeah,
How many ton is that?
125 ton,
Yeah.
10 foot.
So that's why your flue pan max is 10 foot.
Yeah. I think everybody's max is 10 foot.
I got you.
It holds its shape better. You can get into trouble a few more times before it finally gives up. When you're
Well, I mean, it's easy to warp a pan. We've all have. We've warped. You know, I just always felt like the risk is much lower.
yeah.
Like a 20 gauge pan will last longer.
Yeah, you get more
That's-
get out of jail free cards with 20 gauge.
Yeah, it just lasts
And
longer.
the heating the thermal efficiency, the thermal transfer between 22 gauge and 20 gauge
Is negligible.
is just another stick in the fire.
Gotcha.
That'll overcome any difference. Because it's like 5% thicker than 22
So you just need
gauge.
5% more wood, and there you go.
Yeah. But the return on investment is the cost of material difference is just a few dollars.
Right.
But this has a much higher strength than the 22 gauge.
Yeah, like my kids will be using this.
Yeah, these are like heirloom evaporators.
Right. I'll, you know, it's a piece of equipment. It's an investment.
We don't build toy evaporators. We take large evaporators and miniaturize them.
Dave's got a lot of one-liners. So do I. But yeah, for those of you just joining, these are, like, he cuts these out and they fit inside the flue. So it's actually flush, which I didn't know. And he's not TIG welding, he's laser welding. Dave, would you ever go back to TIG welding?
Never.
What's the advantages for you?
Speed and
Heat transfer, right?
the heat affected zone is like a pin needle.
I got you. So you don't have to really worry about like heats like as much. Like you can get some warpage, but
Right, the total heat input is a fraction of TIG.
this is smooth. Like when he cut that out with a laser, he cuts it and then considers the gauge and actually puts that inside the flue. I don't know why no one shows this stuff. They will now, Dave. When they see it's effective, they'll start. You know what? Let's just do what Nate Bissell does because it works.
Yeah.
Let's just show the whole story, right? Got nothing to hide. Got 12 people watching on a Saturday, which I didn't think more people will watch this tonight. So he's a is it called electro polishing, micro polishing? So Gary's in here polishing up the welds. So this is what it would look like after he hits it with his magic box and his lick dab. And it looks like brand new. It's pretty cool. So this is a cool project Dave's got going on. It's this is the back of a 3x10. Very, very good craftsmanship. The only area I think Dave and I, he puts a 90 on the edges here. And I'm always like, why can't we do the angles? He's like, I want to be different than everybody else. And I'm like, I know, but I kind of like but it's kind of growing on me. The hoods sit on there, and it's just, there's too much to change to try to I don't want to change a guy's pans on the fly. We might in the future, but you'll be able to tell. He's got a nice 90 here. And I'm like, well, what do you grab? He's like, grab the inside. He's not wrong. And then that's the front pan that is original, so the farmer has it. And he had to build something to go from this to this. And he also has these new clean outs styles with a bottom drain. So that's kind of nice. And I will definitely be setting up CIP because I think that's definitely under, I don't know how you say it. The industry doesn't have easy cleaning like every other industry. They're starting, but I'm going to help a lot on the chemistry side. This is what I used to do for a living, was chemistry for machines like this. Clean stuff, that's what I used to do. Dave loves it when I step on that hose. When I
If you
step,
did that with TIG, you'd shut off the gas supply.
yeah, I step on David's catheter.
Ew.
I saw that in a movie once. Got 12 people watching you weld on a Saturday.
On a Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I bet you if it was 60 degrees out, we'd have 1.5 people watching.
Right. 13 people watching you weld a flue pan.
Hello, people.
13 people watching you weld a flue pan. So our goal is to have the most efficient 2x8 on the market. I'm going to be running this at my farm. I've got a lot of sweet water I got to boil down from our bottling operation. A lot, actually. I need David to finish this yesterday, but he figures, what, mid-January is what he's figuring on these two.
Yeah.
But this will be cool. I'll be able to start making content. The idea is I was watching a show called Sawing with Sandy because I wanted to learn how to, I was interested in sawmilling, and I watched probably 120 hours of that man use that Woodland Mills HM 130 Max. So when it was time for me to go buy an HM 130 Max, it was not even a question. Of course I was going to buy that because that's what I watched and learned on, and I could go back and watch the content, like if a bearing needed replaced, or he had some issues every now and then. It was like, this is what I do when these issues come up, and I plan on doing the same thing. And the model is always there, and I think if I have any superpowers, probably one of them is recognizing patterns, and I don't need to see it happen in maple to know that it will. So when I start making content on how to run a 2x8 wood-fired gasification arch, how much firewood, I'm actually buying some firewood from Adam at Hometown Acres because I wanted it to be kiln-dried, consistent. And yeah, so somebody just made a comment. A good CIP system would be awesome, and I plan on doing that. But the best thing about my CIP system is the chemistry, because I came up with an awesome name that's easy to remember. It's called Niter Biter. How can you not want CIP chemistry called Niter Biter? That is like the best name for CIP chemistry. I don't care. Then they'll call everybody else's Niter Biter, because it's like Kleenex or something. Anyways, anything you guys want to see? Front pans. I showed you the arch pieces, but if you just now join them, I can go back and show you the arch pieces later. But for me, I'm just going back to the beginning. I want to make syrup with my dad like we did. The whole idea is so you can... I'm going to show you what I would do if I had to start over. I have run 2x6s, two of them. Just so you know, a brief history of the way we started. My dad had a 2x4 flat pan English tin that he bought from W.W. Maines, who was a leader dealer in Ohio that eventually became Mayhill Maple. Bought that in 1976 and used my grandfather and great-grandfather's sap buckets. And then about my son's age, Jonathan was 19, so he's at Teal College. About 19 years old, I came home and I'm like, Dad, let's grow this thing. And we built a little sugar shack, and we just kept expanding. And by the time I graduated from college, I had a decent job, so I was able to go and buy my first stainless evaporator. It was a D&G drop flue, 2x6, wood-fired, I think it had a blower. I added an A&A preheater and grew the business with that. Added tubing, an RO, and then we upgraded to a liter 2.5x8 with an Inferno and a steam away, and just kept growing. Just kept growing the business. And I know that in order for me to even be able to acquire more bulk syrup in the future, I almost have to create my own supply chain, or a part of my own supply chain. So I really don't want to sell V4 pans, small evaporators. Like, I'm looking for the person who has some land they want to make money on, disposable income, they want American made, they already have the tractor, the side-by-side, and they're like, how do I make money in maple? So that's what this series is going to be about. And over the next 3 years, I'm going to make, my own evaporators. Well, Dave is, but they're for my company, and show the progression on what I would do. This year it's just going to be sap buckets, and I'll eventually find a tubing partner. So at some point somebody will say, you know what, I think this Nate guy might be able to help us, and I'll get the best maple farmers in the world to come help me install tubing and show me how to, show us how to do it. Because I realize after meeting the best maple farmers in the world, that I clearly was not. I was a long way from it. And these guys know how to make a gallon of syrup per tap. I'm going to listen to them because none of our opinions matter. I want to listen to the guys that really know what they're doing. And I felt pretty strongly that in 2x8, you can still make bulk syrup and have a nice, just, extra income. What'd you call it, David? Extra income for
Supplemental income.
good supplemental income. That's it. Thank you. Supplemental income. So you got land, you want to make money, you're retiring, you want to make a little side money. It's like the best time of year that nothing's happening. It's like everybody's complaining about the weather. That's maple farmers are happy. That's really the truth. So, what else do you guys? Anything else you want to see? I mean, it's just a guy's really good at what he does. So, a lot of people that work with Creekside Welding know. So David and I are a pretty good team, in that I have the ability to get the information to you, and Dave's really good at what he does. So I can help his company by providing basically his entire order book for 2026. I'm pretty sure I've already sold more evaporators than he's ever sold in a year next year. So I'm excited about that. And by the way, evaporators are like the worst profit margin thing that an equipment company sells. Like, tubing is by far and away the most profitable thing. As I dig into all this stuff to try to come up with products, I only want to do things that I know I'm going to win, and there's no overhead. You don't see a vice president. You don't see, there's no catalog. Like, we're still going to keep things low cost, but you're not paying for a huge building. I mean, at some point, the prices will probably need to climb because of Dave's going to have to hire somebody. I mean, it's eventually going to get to that point. So, yeah, but we have some things coming down the future that we're excited about. And, just with all the change, you've got Smoky Lake being sold. It's just a lot going on. So I'm like, you know what? It's probably no better time than now. It's probably never a good time to start a maple syrup equipment company. This is a terrible idea, but I've always wanted to do it. 20 years ago, I had sap tanks made with my own brand, the brand that I'm using, which is Galt Evaporator Company, G-A-L-T. And I still get Christmas cards from that fab shop for Galt Evaporator Company. So, but technically, it was only formed as a corporation this year, and then I'm putting a good team together. I've got a good guy that can help with the PLC and the VFDs. And he understands CNCs. And I've got David here who can, fab anything. And, I mean, this is a machinist who came up with a nozzle for us for filling syrup bottles that we're going to put into use. So we will actually have the best forehead filler on the market. So. Here's a question from Kurt Lightcap. He says, what brand laser welder does David have? Are they allowed to know? Could be top secret.
No, they're pretty common. They're Style CNC. It's right on the front of the machine.
Style CNC. You want to show them the whole, zap the floor trick? Yeah, see? Pretty cool.
You want to see Nate Bissell dance?
Oh, dude, I've done it a couple times. I see Dave zap his hand every now and then. It does happen.
Yeah, I thought the laser beam I could feel the laser beam on the other side of my finger.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, there's also reflection, so you got a laser and mirrors, essentially.
Right. It's not like a omniposition radiation like arc welding with a stick welder or TIG. It's not like radiating UV light. It's directional beam, so if you hit here on the shiny surface, that angle is going to match that angle.
I got you.
So just
you got to be aware.
Be aware and not.
I always ask David when he's welding, "Am I in the zone? And he's like, "No." So I've probably come out here and made at least 4 videos with you.
Yeah, and there's no new holes in you.
There isn't. But I'm like, you know what? I mean, maybe people want to see it from the beginning, but I'm like, let's do a live stream,
If somebody wants to see the power of laser, we can make one of those icicles disappear.
Yeah, David is not, he doesn't have, there's no safety program here, I don't think. Just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, know where the fire exits are. Don't hurt yourself and
Right.
don't hurt anybody.
That's it. And pretty much it's just you.
Yeah, it's just me, so I'm the only one that needs
You
to worry
do you
about
have committee meetings with yourself?
every
safety
day.
committee meetings?
No,
No.
just it's like a one-time rule. You only do that once.
I got you.
Yep.
Let's see where he's at. I walk away because I screw him up. He says, "Don't make him laugh when he's welding." Yo. Okay, before I go. All right. He's been watching the YouTube channel. He liked the Alaska trip.
This Kirk fella?
No. What'd you call him? Tom's Gary?
Oh, yeah, Gary.
So this is the weld before he does the cleaning process.
You guys will get to see that too here in about 2 minutes.
Oh, you're gonna clean her up?
I will this side just to make content.
Okay, good idea. And the interesting thing is people who are good at welding would never think this would be interesting. It's just what they do. And by the way, people who are usually good at this stuff hate the camera.
Yeah, I can. Oh.
Did I screw you up? Did something to him. I was breathing again.
There you go, breathing again.
I'll get out of Dave's hair.
What's left of it?
Right. 17 people are interested in your flue pan here, David. What is
They're
it?
probably all a petition.
Yeah, I would too. Listen, it doesn't matter. We'll show them everything.
Yep.
'Cause
It's not black magic.
You just need a Dave.
Well, you see these civilizations all over the world building these pyramid-shaped objects, and they don't know about each other. Maybe we're all doing it the same way, just different tools.
Right. So these are 9-inch flues. This is a raised flue pan. See, if I get under there, will you be able to see it? Oh yeah. Get under there for you. So the raised flue. So this is actually where the flame will go. Correct? This is the flame. You guys have made comments and I'm missing them. Let's see. Let's see. All messages are visible. Okay, some questions here. An economical CIP would be a big seller. I agree. Thanks, David. I've been looking for them for a long time. So Kirk Lightcap has been looking for one of these lasers.
Oh, they came down in price right after I bought mine.
That's the way it goes. Yep.
You can show them the CNC laser. I bought them both from the same company at the same time.
Oh, the CNC laser. Okay.
Yep. They both use the same laser power supply.
I got you.
So if one ever fails,
You can swap it out. Smart. Okay, now I understand. This is his laser. So this is how he cuts the pieces for the float, the float boxes, and he's not having these manufactured overseas or anything. He's doing it. So this is the front and back of the flue pan, I think.
Those are your end caps.
End caps, he called them. I noticed one has a slice in it. Is that for the...
That's for the center divider.
I got you.
You want to show cut quality.
Ooh.
That's,
Are these the front of the arch?
yeah, these are the front faces.
So this is where the blower and everything goes in there. You want to tell them about the firewood? Like, what is very interesting to me is firewood's not free. There's effort, work. In fact, firewood costs more than oil and natural gas, if you ask me.
Yeah,
But I'm going to do a firewood arch because I have access to it. Mm-hmm. And what were we saying? Like, how often do you fire it since it's a...
It depends on the wood, but if you can get good wood, it's like 25 minutes. Split it no smaller than fist. The gasification arches like you're getting could handle up to 2 fists.
I got you.
34 inch. don't like stack it inside the firebox. You need flame to come up around. Otherwise, you'll just get flame.
Explain
coming
the
up
two, the
sides.
gasification on both sides. Like, what does that mean?
Gasifying.
There's two blowers, right?
No, one blower.
One blower,
but three different channels.
Okay.
You got air under, air in the back, which is over the grates, and then air through the door.
I got you.
You're getting everything up to temperature with forced draft, and then you cut out the air under, open up full air in the back, and what you're doing is you're rendering the firewood into charcoal and burning the flue gas.
I got you.
And if your boil is kind of sluggish near the front, you open up the air door, the door air a little bit, and since it's like a reducing flame, you add a little bit of oxygen in, and that flame will chase that oxygen source back to the entrance.
I got you. So 20, 25 minutes you fire, evaporation rate on my 2x8,
90?
it was like 85,
85.
and then with the preheater, or is that with the preheater?
You're within 5 gallons of
Sure.
each other.
And then tell them about the low profile flash pan.
Our flash pan is a real shallow V with a single row of tubes.
Mm-hmm. And you have found it to be just as effective.
Yeah.
You gain 40 to 45%.
Over your current boil rate.
Right, so you're boiling,
For free.
yeah, because the steam down below is
Yeah.
hitting it. And people are very interested in the flash pan, especially if they have a sugar house that they've did not plan for the future.
To be
And they
10
don't,
foot tall.
yeah, they don't have the height. So,
Yeah.
at some point, I will add a flash pan to show people like the efficiency. This year, I'm just going to run it, the regular way.
Yeah, step into it.
Yes, even like I don't even know. We may even not even add the preheater and then add it later, just to show the difference. But it's like 10%, I think, with the preheater or something like that.
Yeah, roughly. It's just, you'd hate to devote half of your flue pan to preheating. Because the folks that maybe have like an old drop flue, like 2x6, they'll notice the one side's kind of sluggish where the sap is coming in, and then once it comes around, it's good and hot, and the other half the flue pan is.
I see what you're saying. So basically, you're getting full boil right
Yeah.
away. That's what you mean by you're dedicating half of your flue pan to heating the sap because it's coming in cold.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. And the hot water. Lots and lots of hot water for cleaning filters.
Can you say that in Pennsylvania Dutch?
No.
You
I
can't?
know water is Vasa.
Okay. Dang, I thought I can get you to say something in Pennsylvania Dutch.
I'll just slip them in here and there.
I know. And every time the camera's rolling, I can't really get a good, he's cursing and stuff in Pennsylvania Dutch. I don't even know. So this is the front of the arch, and this is
Here's the front door.
front door. Now you bent that here right in here.
Yeah, this used to be like 5 pieces,
Oh, I got you.
and it's flat now.
I got you.
Since all I have to do is weld the corners, it's totally flat, so I don't have to do any post straightening.
I got you.
I don't have to cut any more of the flat bar. I just cut it out as plate, and then the holes are already on location.
Gotcha. I don't know. All I know is it's going to make syrup. That's a pile of parts. It's going to make syrup.
Yep.
And you're going to show us how to brick it.
Yeah.
So that
That's the
way,
easy part.
you say that, but I've never done it. So
I've done it a lot.
And the people who are watching, if they decide they would like to get a Galt 2x8, they'll know how to do it because there'll be a video on how to put the brick in. When I first started 20, 25 years ago, there was no instruction booklets for anything. We had to get on Maple Trader and ask
Wow,
people.
that takes me back.
Right? Like, I remember still some of the names. And I'd be like, hey, what do I was One Leg John. That was me. So One Leg John was me. And I was always like, how do I, why does my sap coming out of the RO I just bought, taste bad? And they're like, did you get the membrane preservative out? I'm like, what the, is membrane
Backwash
preservative? I have messed up so much. That's why going back to the beginning, and I've got this young guy, up in Michigan asking me questions, and it's like, we're worried about the wrong things. We should be worried about tap yield, not tap count. And I am guilty. I had to pull down 2,000 taps that we put up, 20 years ago, what was the goal 20 years ago? It was tap count. Yeah, it was tap count. Because when you meet another farmer, they go, how many taps you got? Because that's how you size each other up. You got some corn and beans? You doing corn and beans?
Now, how many pounds per tap did you make?
Right. No one cares about tap count anymore. And that's where it's like, I'm impressed with the dude who makes 11 pounds per tap. I'm going to listen to him. I don't really care what his tap count is because he's doing something right. right? So these are the type of things that, going back to the beginning, we're often worried about the wrong things. Which
You're magnifying error instead of magnifying result.
It's true. Like, I've blown so much money doing the wrong thing. I hope.
The cost of a lesson.
Yeah, which, by the way, it's an education, right? Like, even the whole thing's an education. All right, Dave.
Now
I actually got to go try and get something done today. I think you should too.
We're just about ready to start cleaning those welds.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll stick around. Or you know what? I'm gonna close out here, and then I'll put it in the episode when I make it.
Yeah, you need some episode stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to show them everything. I need them coming back.
Until next time.
Yep. Until next time. So.
On this old house.
Hey, thanks for stopping in on Saturday. I just thought you guys would find this interesting. So, hey, we'll see you.